Welcome back to Tech by Pike. Today we're unboxing an Alienware x15 R2 gaming laptop. Comes in the Lunar Light color. But first I want to take a moment to say thank you. We just hit 1K subscribers and we couldn't have gotten here without you. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, thank you for engaging with us in the comments section, engaging with each other in the comments section. We couldn't have gotten here without you, and we're humbled and appreciative of everything you've done for us. And so I don't know what else to say other than thank you so much, and we're going to continue on and hopefully get better as we go along. So anyway, let's talk about this Alienware x15 R2. Comes with an i9-12900H processor. Comes with an RTX 3070 Ti. Comes with a 15.6 1080p 360 hertz screen, and then it's full HD, and then 1TB SSD, and then 32 gigs of memory. We're going to unbox it. We're going to check out the chassis. We're going to check out the I/O, the keyboard, and the trackpad, and we're going to weigh it, and we're going to hopefully be able to crack it open so we can check out the internals. Some initial thoughts at the end. Let's get into it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and unbox this. Try not to cut ourselves. Down gently. Okay. I like this right here. Probably can't see it, but it says "We're game" right on the bottom of the lid there. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can lift this guy out. Then we have our power brick and cables, and it looks like we have a dongle here. Let's check that out real quick while we have it in front of us. Alright, looks like our Ethernet dongle there. That's great. I'll put it back in there real quick. Let's see if we got anything else. Doesn't look like it, does it? Okay, the propaganda must be in the laptop box itself. So we'll go ahead and shut that. Alright, let's check out the power brick here. It has the barrel connector, and I like the way they did that. And this is, looks like 240 watts. So nice long cable. Probably don't need to slide this out. All right. Okay, and then we got our dongle here. I'm going to set these kind of off to the side here. And let's go ahead and bring the laptop over. And let's check it out here. Looks like I can just maybe pull this open. I wonder if it'll let me slide it out. No, probably not. We can slide it out this way. And we can. Okay, we're going to pull this tab. Open this up. Like that a lot. X15. Boy, that is nice and thin. I really like that a lot. So, as I expected, some propaganda. Let's open up the pouch here and see what we got. Alienware. Looks like support. And then if you open it up, it tells you how to use the dongle, power it on probably, and then has the service tag, location, and all that. So great to have. Warranty and safety information. Ooh, alien head stickers. I like those silver color. That is really cool. Like that a lot. And then it looks like we've got some information about Alienware. In 1996 we set out to build the most innovative and high performance computers. I remember back in the 90s when Alienware was its own thing, and then they were bought out by Dell. And their competitor back then, when they were just Alienware, was Voodoo laptops, which coincidentally was bought out by HP. And so, alright, set this off to the side. Alright, let's jump into the laptop here. Very, very nice. I really like the Luna Light color. Let's see if I can lift it with one finger here. Yeah, no problem. It's been a long time since I've checked out an Alienware laptop. I think it was at the beginning of the year. I'll have to check. Alright, well, let's check out the chassis here, and we're just going to start with the top of the lid here. Very little flex until you start getting towards the middle. You got the Alienware head. I'm guessing that lights up. You got the whole exhaust back here in the tail. And then once you lift it up here, let's check out. You got kind of this soft texture on the keyboard deck here. Palm rest. I kind of like that. It feels pretty good. And I don't see any fingerprints at all. So that's great. Go around the keyboard. No flex whatsoever. Very, very rigid. Trackpad. Very, very smooth. Good clicking action. That's not. Oh, I do see some fingerprints there. It's starting to collect a little bit. Okay. Got your power button here. Probably lights up. Let's check out the keyboard. Ooh, that's really nice. Good keyboard. Good clicking action. Good return. I like that a lot. Good spacing. I like that a lot. It looks like we got some speaker grills here and then some airflow. I really like it. We got a camera up here. You can't see it. We'll check that out in the benchmarking video. But so far, so good. Really nice look. Feels very durable. It's an Alienware. So anyway, let's go ahead and check out the screen wobble a little bit and the screen flex. It feels pretty rigid. Very little flex in the screen at all. So that's great. All right, let's check out the I/O. So let's go ahead and check out the I/O. We'll start on the left-hand side here. Looks like it's pretty minimal. We got some venting. We got the barrel connector, power adapter port, and then on the right-hand side, we've got some more venting, and then we have a headphone jack port there. On the back, we have a USB-A, USB-C, Thunderbolt, and then we got a mini SD card slot, looks like. We have a USB-C, that's also a display port plus power delivery, and then an HDMI port venting exhaust out the back. Put it on its top here, upside down, and it looks like we got some screws so we can get into the chassis hopefully and check out the internals. And then we got some air intake here and some rubber feet to keep the laptop off the desk, to keep it cool while playing AAA games. So all good stuff. Go ahead and flip that back over. Let's go ahead and weigh it, and then we'll check out the internals. So we're going to weigh the laptop by itself first. And we got 5 pounds, 2.9 ounces, and then we're going to include the cabling, the power brick, and the Ethernet dongle. And that all comes out to 6 pounds, 9.9 ounces. Okay, so there are 6 screws keeping this bottom plate secure to the chassis, and I gotta tell you, Alienware made it pretty easy to remove this plate. They're Phillip head, and the 2 down here in front don't come out, but they lift the front of the plate up so you can get underneath there with your guitar pick or your tools to pry the clips off. Anyway, see the honeycomb here. All right, so the first thing you see here is the 87-watt battery, and the other thing that you notice is the Cryotech. It's their patent design for their cooling system, which incorporates 4 fans, and then you got liquid metal over the CPU and GPU. And so that is a really neat, unique design. It's to get airflow underneath and out the back, and it's supposed to keep this really cool while playing AAA games. We'll test all that out in the benchmarking video. Another thing that you notice is that the memory is soldered on the motherboard, so you only get really one chance to configure this with the memory that you want, and because after you get it, there's no going back. So you have the swappable Wi-Fi card, looks swappable, and then you have the initial SSD that the laptop came with, and then it looks like you got an extra slot there for another SSD for more storage. So thumbs up to that, but it's really too bad about the memory. 2 downward facing speakers on the left and the right, and that looks about it. So they made it really easy to get into this and do a little bit of upgrading around the storage and the Wi-Fi card. So there you go. A little bit of backlight bleed right at the bottom and the 2 bottom corners there. Obviously, that depends laptop from laptop, but anyway. Okay, I'm really loving how thin this laptop is. Very portable, gaming on the go. A couple things I really did like about it: the fact that most of the I/O is in the back for better cable management. And I also liked the fact that you could get into the internals very, very easily, and the keyboard was really great. You know, I mentioned that the trackpad was good, great clicking action, it was smooth, but after using this for a little bit, I now realize that I wish the trackpad was just a little bit larger. For the amount of palm rest you got here, I think this can be extended out just a little bit for more surface area for the trackpad. The only other glaring issue is the fact that you can't upgrade the memory on this particular laptop. I mean, even Asus has a 14-inch gaming laptop, and you can at least upgrade 1 DIMM. But I understand why it's like that, is to make it to where it can be so thin. Anyway, those are my only real complaints about this laptop. We're going to do some performance testing, some benchmarking, some gaming, and we'll bring all that to you as soon as possible. So look for that. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this from Tech by Pike, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. Helps the channel. Not only that, gives us an opportunity to bring more videos like this to you. And for that, we thank you. We'll see you in the next one.